Good morning, folks. Do I really have to introduce where I'm at? John Grimsmo shop up here in Toronto, Canada. This is awesome, and it's actually awesome for me on a personal level, both because John and my stories have had so many parallels of our ages and when we got started, and starting with low-cost machines in our garage and bootstrapping our way to where we are, but also because I came here about 2.5 years ago when he really only had that machine, the Dura Vertical, and this was the first time I ever hit cycle start on a vertical machining center. And whatever, that's silly, but you know what? It's really cool because now we run these machines every day, and it's really become a huge part of my identity, and it's just absolutely awesome. And now we're here, and John's doing his stuff, and I've brought a little bit of my work here, but we're also just hanging out and we're learning. We already did a comparison. John has a optical Leica microscope, which is worlds different than our in-size digital microscope. So we have a thread mill here, and we were doing some comparisons of trying to understand what are the differences between these two microscopes and what roles do they play. There you can start to appreciate what this can do. I think this topic deserves its own video, but the quick answer is that this is less expensive, about $800, and it does give incredible zoom detail, but I think this one wins. Now these are more expensive, anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000, and generally you cannot put these on a screen display unless you purchase an additional adapter, which I think is probably worth it for if you're trying to demonstrate something to somebody else versus just inspecting it yourself. But what the optical does that this does not is two things. One, stereoscopic zoom, so you can actually see three-dimensional views of the tool, which is massively important when it comes to understanding tool wear or problems. And the second thing is more quality of life thing, which is the digital is incredibly fickle with its zoom range. Literally, on a tool this small, you'll have parts that are in focus and parts that are out of focus across an incredibly shallow depth. This is much, much more forgiving, so it's much easier to hold a tool and see more areas of the tool in focus versus out of focus that's worthless. So I think we've got to figure out a way to, we've got to get one of these. It's not even a want, it's a need based on how important it is for us to understand condition and quality of not just tools, cutting tools, but other tools in the shop. The lathe, just amazing. If you're following John's sagas, and card here to one of the most recent ones, he's been working on a new Norseman lock bar insert. And one of the things I love about John is just like thinking outside the box. He's using the lathe basically as a mill here, and he's starting on the sub spindle, doing work on the sub spindle, and then transferring the part over to the main spindle, like totally backwards every which way. He's doing a lot of probing in the lathe turret itself, which is again something that's just unusual, but darn it, we can do it, and it's awesome. Right now on the Dura Vertical, a Norseman is running. We got to start this pallet this morning, so we inserted those ball bearings into drilled holes. When we insert the ball bearings, the machine then measures the height of the ball bearing that's resting in a drilled pocket, above the drilled pocket, I should say. Then the tool comes in, pushes it down part way. The probe comes in, remeasures, updates the value of how far further in Z it should press that ball bearing, finishes that press, comes in with the tool, grinds the tiniest flat spot on the end of that tool. All Renishaw probes that John wrote that's now part of that workflow. It's just awesome. What I thought would be fun though is, John Grimsmo has a great YouTube channel. He puts out tons of video. I thought it would be fun to kind of do a shop tour from our perspective, from an outsider's perspective, and see what catches our eye. So let's just do that. Let's walk around. Speak of the devil, let's go say hi. How's it going?
Well, hello everybody.
So what are you up to?
Right now I am checking through the knives that are finished that Eric has put together. It's like a checks and balances thing, just to make sure we don't miss anything and that they all feel good. This one right here, I had to pull it apart and just tweak it. Tiny little thing that bugged me, so that's really good.
So you're going to do it yourself?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll send it back.
Yeah, right.
Quick and dirty.
Okay,
thing, right?
got it.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
And if so, Go ahead, sorry.
Get these checked off, and then Aaron can photograph them in the photo booth, and then they go
awesome.
up on the website. Then they sell, and we make money.
And I'll tell you, it's so cool to see, see inside. And when we were at Complete yesterday, card here to that video, touring their facility, their machine shop, their software technology center. John got like emails with sales of Norseman that came through, and that's so cool. And we were talking about that on one of our business machining podcasts, where he uses a Upwork written custom code for his Shopify website that creates this lottery system that handles it in a fair way, in an automated way, like just awesome.
Yeah, so
Want to show us around?
The spread of the shop, yeah, let's do it.
So this is awesome too. Like, look at just, it's the little things, What you want to explain, like numbering systems?
So this is the serial number of the knife. 150 and 126 are the stop pins.
Diameters.
Diameter of the stop pins, like right here, actually. So right here in the knife, that is a custom-made stop pin that we make here in-house.
Yep.
So this one measures wherever that knife is.
Yep.
151.
Why do you need to keep that information through?
It's good to know. If the customer ever needs a tweak or something like that.
Oh, you retain it?
Yeah, and then we know what they have, and we can send them a new one if it's ever a problem. Otherwise, for a customer to measure that, it's impossible.
Okay. Is it tense?
Yeah, it's tense, right?
Right.
So, it's good to have that information. Data is key.
Sure.
And,
cool. Yeah. The little card. And is the card go to the customer?
Yep.
Right.
So that's the authenticity card. Eric has already signed off on it. I'm in the process of
Very
signing
cool.
off on it right now.
Very cool.
And, it's the checks and balances.
I love that.
Aaron goes and photographs, goes up to the website. So Aaron's in here.
Very cool. Look at that. That's where the photos happen. It's simple. It's nothing crazy. Unfortunately, part of his kitchen counter is missing at home, but that's okay.
Exactly. We got this window tint.
Oh, really?
This stick-on window tint, because we found that a black reflective surface worked much better than the glass or the ceramic.
Can I touch?
Yeah.
Just beautiful. This is someone. Has this been? No, this is not. It'll be up on the site soon.
Yep.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
But now I got to clean it again.
Serious? Sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, you can see my fingerprint on it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put it in oddly so you know.
We'll put it back over here.
Okay.
No big deal. Aaron's over here.
Can we say hi?
Hey.
How's it going?
Good, good. I'm working on the IMTS video right now.
No way.
Yeah.
2 years
That
ago.
is so awesome. No, awesome. As long as it comes out before IMTS 2018.
It'll pump people up.
It will.
No, that's actually perfect. Super cool.
Fantastic. Because I ran out of video footage. I've been
You're
editing
caught
so
up.
fast. Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is actually my first time being fully caught up.
So when did you start here?
November 17th or something like
Okay.
that.
So 9 months or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what do you edit in?
What do I edit in? Adobe
Yeah.
Premiere Pro.
And is that what you edited in pre-Grimsmo?
Actually, I learned how to edit on Final Cut.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
back 2 years ago.
I can respect that.
Yeah, and then I hadn't done much movie editing because I didn't have the software for it.
Got it.
Yeah, except for on Movie Maker.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then John and I just discussed which editing software to get for the YouTube channel, and we decided this one was the best because there were the most tutorials online for
Yeah,
it.
I love it.
And
Right.
yeah, it's just the most popular one, so why
Yeah,
branch
right.
out?
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We use it as well through a cloud subscription, so we never had to make that huge initial purchase, which is nice too.
That's nice.
$2,000 or $3,000 or something. It was, I forget what we paid. It's
Yeah.
$50 a month
We
or something.
also pay the subscription too.
Yeah.
They actually force you to.
Yeah, there's no more perpetuals. So look at that. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
This is after the first day of IMTS, and I think that you guys are in the IMTS version of the pit.
Yeah, right. That's
Yeah.
funny. Well, it's funny because Grimsmo and I had a long heart-to-heart on I was at the time debating whether to buy an Akuma or a Haas, and we were talking it back and forth
Yeah.
and all that. So it's a very odd timestamp in our life, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's really interesting hearing you guys ask questions that I know you guys know now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's awesome. Cool.
And John's like, oh, I'm learning about DLC coding from this one guy, and it's super interesting. And
That's
we're gonna start doing
hilarious.
that."
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I'm like, you're not doing DLC coding right now. I mean, DLC coding.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Key bar?
Yes.
That's awesome. Take a
It's
look.
sweet, right?
Yeah,
I love
super
it
cool.
so much. I got it at Blade Show.
That's
and it's
awesome.
It's been super handy.
Yeah, that's a really nice key bar too.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yeah. And it goes with my knife.
Oh, that's
It's the
awesome.
same color.
That's beautiful.
It also kind of goes with my pen too.
I'm a little jealous about the pen. I got to touch one yesterday for the first time. Oh my God. The mechanism is better than a fidget spinner. I hate to use that word for fear of triggering anybody on a former fat. It's wonderful.
Yeah, if I don't bring it to work, I'm like, what do I fidget with now?
Yeah.
What do
That's
I
awesome.
think with?
That's awesome. Cool. Thanks, Aaron.
Cool, thanks.
Work, work, work.
The knife you touched.
Yeah. What do you just Windex?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Windex is the magic anodizing cleaner.
Cool. It works, huh?
Absolutely.
How's it going, Barry?
Going great, guys.
Good.
How's your day going?
Great. We're
Just
having
take care
fun.
of some
Burning.
mid-month financial details.
Yeah. Keeping everyone in
Take
order.
care of the shipping, so anything that comes in, it's shipped out within 24 hours of
Yep.
our receipt of orders. So
Yep.
just cleaning up yesterday's orders. So
Cool.
all is good.
Sweet.
Let's walk around.
Sweet. Let's do it. Oh, look at that. The canvas print thing. Beautiful.
Wait.
Oh, this is your knife? Holy cow. It's a very different feel than
It
a
is
Norse
different
than a
than
Norseman.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my God. That's spectacular, John. Ah! Cases?
Yeah. Oh, well, Barry. Did you put the stuff on top?
Oh, I must have put that other box.
Yeah, so we machine these.
Yeah, oh you can.
So this is funny, when we were at Blade Show actually, Barry decided to stay behind for some other reasons.
Yeah.
And decided, why don't I just run foam all weekend?
Yeah.
Well, you guys were at Blade Show, so he ran a ton of foam.
Oh, really?
It was
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it got us super far ahead.
Good.
And then we're going to burn through this pretty quickly, but
That's good though.
this is why a Speedio or Robo Drill needs to happen at some point.
And if you're watching this video, keep watching because I think John might have some news here in a minute. Not on a machine, but on something related to what has to happen for that.
Exactly. So let's go walk around. I mean, it gives you the bird's eye view from up here.
This is awesome.
Got the two machining centers down there. Got my table, the lapping machine,
Yes.
tumbler in the corner. So I might as well spill the beans from this perspective. See that black door over in the corner right beside where Sky is? So that panel will be coming off and it will access our new addition to the shop,
Sweet.
which is sweet. So the tumbler's going to go over there. All the storage crap that we don't use is going to go over there, and heat treat cell is probably going to go over there. It's going to clean up a lot of space in the shop. So,
Yeah, that's great.
yeah, so that's really good. So this is kind of our staging area right here. So we milled these foam inserts from an extra thick foam.
Okay.
So that our parts can go in like that.
Did you? You have a super popular video on how to cut foam. We'll put a link to it in the video description. Do you share where you buy the foam through, or is that a
Yeah, absolutely. It's foamfittools.com.
foamfittools.com? Okay,
Yep.
awesome.
It's great stuff.
And you were using the Datron end mill for that?
I'll show you that. Check out this guy.
Sweet. Yeah, gnarly.
Datron part number right there.
Just super sharp and
Yeah, it is far longer than we need, of course. But
Yeah.
that's just what they have available.
right.
It works awesome.
Cool. It's not like there's a lot of radial load deflection on it.
And surprisingly, I mentioned it in that video, but the weird thing about this, you conventional mill it. You don't fine mill it.
Oh.
It's like the only thing in the world that a
Okay.
CNC wants to.
You gotta like figure out how to make sure your code is conventional.
Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise it'll just tear and catch.
Yeah.
But conventional just works well.
Okay. Fair enough.
So these are ready to engrave, meaning they've come out of heat treat.
Oh, wow.
They've not been lapped yet.
Okay.
So now we do the hard engraving.
Okay.
And after engraving, they get a quick flat sand on sandpaper, and then they go to the lapping machine.
Okay.
And then they come back and they get
Beautiful.
ground with the bevels.
So that's literally the last thing that happened to this was it was removed from the foil bag.
Yes.
Okay.
From heat treat. So that's the
it's
color.
amazing how it doesn't have any of the discoloration because
we
of
worked
the.
very hard on that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so every blade, like I guarantee everyone has no dark spots. They're
That's
all this light
incredible,
golden
John.
color. And if they do sometimes have a little brown corner spot or something, they get redone.
Well, I'm sorry. What? I thought there should be a ball. Oh, it's in the handle. The ball goes.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, of course.
Yeah, so this is the ball at the handle that the
Clicks into.
the hole that the ball goes into.
Right. Got it.
Yep. So these are staged for that. And
Actually, can I touch one of these?
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, we should be able to see the ball.
Yeah, so the ball
right
bearing is right there.
Yep. Very cool.
Yeah, and then with the
titanium,
handles,
so light.
we engrave the serial number, month, and year.
Yeah.
And we have to consciously remember to, you know, oh, it's August now, let's do that.
Right.
It's not August yet, but yeah.
Show the made in Canada.
Yeah,
Other
that's
side?
on the other one here.
Beautiful.
So proudly made in Canada with our little maple leaf. You just did these this morning?
Yeah, I just ran them 10 minutes ago.
All right, so Sky just pulled these off the lapping machine. That's the original finish. We used to send out for double disc and lapping.
Okay.
But they came back with this finish,
Yep.
which scuffs up and scratches and everything, and our new lapping machine gives us that finish.
Oh my God. Literally, if you just handed it, let me set this down here, I would tell you this class.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So, I don't know if your GoPro is going to pick up the finer details. It does look very scratched up, like you can probably see it.
Well, you can see the reflection. I mean, look, you can see
But it
the
is a
camera.
mirror.
No, yeah, I'm using it as a mirror right now.
Exactly. So
There's the lathe.
the scratch pattern is so super fine that the tumbler gets it out without any issue whatsoever.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
So for the handles, we found we really only have to lap one side at this stage.
Interesting.
Because they get tumbled. So
Okay.
like the lock side of the knife, we want this to be nice. The inside after tumbling will look good.
It'll look good.
It will not look like 100%, but it's fine.
Yep.
In the future, we're going to change things up a little bit with the whole outside processing, the double disc.
Yep.
We don't do lapping anymore out of house, but we do it in house.
Are you doing any double disc anymore?
Yeah, we will for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And yeah, so we're just
And so this is the part that you were saying that you also put on the lap beam machine? That's
yeah, so that pocket,
so
that pocket clip.
that becomes this?
Yeah.
Interesting. So those are built-in fixturing tabs.
Right.
Very cool.
So we used to have it kind of follow the contour of the part,
Okay.
but then sometimes you'd mount it upside down. And I'm like, this is stupid. It's no extra material.
Make it
It's no
symmetric.
extra work. Let's make it symmetrical.
Yeah.
We do have to put it shiny side down.
Okay.
When we put it on the mill because we're only lapping one side.
Yep.
That is important.
Yep.
And every now and then we'll put on one upside down and we're like, that was stupid.
Right.
Whatever.
And that's also titanium.
This is titanium. So sometimes the material comes with that finish, which looks horrendous.
But it comes out with tumble?
No. So
Oh.
this whole surface is the inside of the clip. It gets fully machined to that. So every surface gets kissed anyway.
Okay,
with
it's
the
gone.
end mill.
Beautiful. I mean, just beautiful. And this is one of the parts that gets machined on the side, kind of like the side of a pallet when everything else is on the top right here.
Yeah. So a tool comes in and literally
genius.
goes like this
Yeah.
to hog out all that material. Leaves a really smooth finish on the inside.
Yeah.
Come in, do the engraving, do the thread milling.
Yep. That was a lot of what John and I were sort of chewing on yesterday was what would you do with a multi-axis, like a 5-axis machine? How would you refixture things? How would you reorient things? What tooling would you change? What workflows? It's not an easy
So many
answer.
ways to do it, right?
Right.
But like for our work, a lot of it would be exactly the same. It'd be 3-axis regular work, except on a 5-axis you can palletize, you can tombstone, you can
Positional.
run like so many parts at once. And then you can also get into cool like swarf tool paths and things like that as well. So yeah, and then these, so they go from staging, they get machined, and then they come back here, and then a finished knife would be assembled like that.
So everything, not everything's in there though. You've got little hardware
this
that's not.
This is all the mill parts.
Okay.
The handles, the blade, and the clip, and then after that they go up to Eric, and then Eric puts them together.
Sweet.
Well, actually, there's a lot of other stuff.
Can you show what do you call that pattern?
This is the diamond pattern.
It's magnificent.
Yep.
Absolutely magnificent.
So I was explaining this to Sky yesterday, actually, or the day before. We slot this with a 1/4-inch ball mill.
Okay.
But when you slot something, it's ply milling on one side, conventional milling on the other. It looks gross. So I slot it, and then I move over half a thou.
Yeah.
Finish the wall, half a thou again, finish the wall. And I do that for every cut.
That could totally change with 5-axis.
Good.
Tipping on its side. Yeah. Take a look at the workbench. Kaizen foam.
Kaizen foam, I love having my stuff here. I only use probably about 30% of the tools on
Isn't that
here,
funny?
but I made this 2 years ago.
Interesting. Stopwatch?
We use it all the time.
What for?
How long does it take to load a fixture? Let's find out.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe I'm the only one that uses it.
No, it's okay.
I do like to have it, you know?
Yeah.
And then a couple LCDs, I love having my calipers
Yep.
right next by. We need to buy more mics.
Yep.
Been 3D printing. Sky must have made these yesterday while we were gone. Air gun handles.
Oh, just more ergonomic, comfortable.
Well,
love
it's the same as the original, but the originals break because they're crappy. I love the gun,
Yeah.
but you know the handle breaks. So I'm like, why can't we just make more?
You know those little moments where you're like, that's amazing. Yesterday, the folks at Camplete showed us some air gun nozzles that are quiet and blow, like,
They were awesome.
yeah,
so
must
we're
purchase.
getting those.
Must purchase. Cool.
And then this, I gotta work on this a little bit better. This is kind of like my lathe corner slash mill replacing unit thing. It's nice to have all the tools lined up.
Oh, I like that. Yep, sure.
Yeah, so I've got all the wrenches, the dead blow.
And I'm a fan of that because sometimes you don't want things either laying flat or Kaizen. Like sometimes it's nice to have them in that flow.
Yeah, so we pull out an end mill holder from there.
Yeah.
I know which one. Top, done. And then from the lathe too, I can be like working on the lathe, so I need the dead blow.
Yep.
Something like that, or you know, it's nice.
Yeah, awesome.
And then obviously we've got the lathe right here. We'll get it turned on a little bit later. And
Cool.
John and I can play with the project I'm working on. But yeah, dual spindle, sub spindle, line tools, y-axis. It's got everything.
Yeah, this machine is sweet.
So that note you just wrote, read there, as I'm chasing tenths, Eric tries to remind me, don't let perfection get in the way of production. And that's true. Like there's a tolerance band we work to, and that's fine.
Right. Cool.
Yep. All right, over here we got storage and stuff. This is our RASC fixture that we're not using right now.
Yep.
We're not making RASC. We'll get back to them eventually. I think we got some half finished.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Material storage rack. We got all of our titanium bars.
Oh,
here.
awesome. Yep.
So I
They're
actually
labeled.
bought a bunch of CP titanium, which
I remember
is
that.
not a good material for what we do. So they're just chilling out there.
Yep.
Spin the liners.
So, get rid of it.
It's like $400 worth of material.
So,
Yeah.
what are you going to do with it that's going to make you happy or successful?
I don't know.
It's store it. You have to store it. You're hanging on to a mistake. Get rid of it. Sell it.
Sell it?
Yeah, I mean, if you can sell it for $100
Anybody
bucks.
want some 5/8 CP titanium?
Yeah, there you go. I mean, seriously. But like, don't. I'm only emphasizing it because
Sure.
I'm guilty of it.
Apparently, it'll make really good flashlights.
Okay, now that maybe.
Like maybe.
Sure.
It's not the size I want for that.
And it's not a huge amount to store, but nevertheless,
Right.
like,
Fair enough.
yeah.
3D printed the
Oh, look at that, John. Oh, and they snap together modular. That's awesome.
5C collet block.
Yeah. So you're buying hardened or high quality 5Cs? Yeah.
I do buy cheap ones, but every time I do, I'm like, oh, it's a bad idea.
What was I doing? Yeah.
So mostly I buy hardened, and they are really nice.
Yeah.
They're worth the money. Yeah.
Sweet.
I've got a mist collector.
Mm-hmm.
I cracked my head on a corner like the day after we got it, so hence this.
Boom.
Yeah, that works well. The mill was up here.
I'll tell you, if you don't have a mist collector, they are great because they get the mist out of your machine. You know, it's more of an issue with high RPMs or through spindle coolant or things like that. But also, they will change the way your machine performs in terms of the thermal expansion or consistency of it. So,
On our lathe, that made an enormous difference. Mill, not so much for tolerances, but the lathe, like, if you're chasing tenths on a lathe like this and the thing's growing, you need a mist collector.
yeah, yeah,
It's like a no-brainer.
yeah.
So I've got my kind of standing office desk right here.
Boom, boom.
Literally, I spend.
So that's where you run a lot of your Fusion code posts out of there. Yep.
It's here or the kitchen table at home.
And that goes with you every night home. Okay, I like it.
Yeah, and for the longest time in the garage, I had my computer, like my rig, inside, and no computer in the garage.
Yep.
So I'd go inside, I'd do my SolidWorks or whatever, and I'd go back and I'd be running back and forth, and I didn't have the money to buy another computer.
Sure.
So now it's just like, burp, burp, done.
Yeah.
It's like no brainer.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, I most days I probably spend like 70% of my time on the computer.
Yeah, right. I get it.
It's just how it is. But it's nice to be central and I can do everything. I don't know what it would be like to have an office like you know, kind of removed. And
Right.
There's pluses and minuses, right?
But I have a standing workstation at my house.
Okay.
And that's huge to me. I would not ever not do that.
Fusion on it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah. So like I'll do like the bulk of my cam in my office and obviously
Right.
other stuff, but then I'll then go out to the machine, and so I'll post once from my office and then I'll post 11 more times from my workstation where we're tweaking stuff.
Right.
And it works great.
Yeah, exactly.
Where do you keep extra turret tool holders?
Most of them are mounted in the machine. One happens
okay.
to be right here.
Okay.
So this is a radial live tool holder.
Okay.
So this is the end mill that'll make pocket clips. Currently we don't need it for anything else. So
Pocket clips.
on the pen.
Excuse me. Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
see. Okay, got it. You threw me. Very cool.
Otherwise they're in a box in the corner underneath the
Okay.
material rack.
Got it.
And then lapping machine.
Amazing.
This is actually a loaner machine. We kind of negotiated that into the deal.
Which is brilliant, by the way.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. So while they're building, this is a 15-inch machine. They're building us a 24-inch, which will be, you know, noticeably bigger and way more expensive and heavy too. Like,
Yeah, you're
so that's good. So this let us kind of get our feet wet and get used to the process. And now Sky and Eric, mostly Sky, is the one that's doing all the running.
awesome.
Yep.
And it's condition. That's a
It's a diamond-plated conditioning ring.
Okay.
So he's actually scraping the table and flattening it right now. Notice
Yeah.
we have a black band in the middle.
yeah.
So it's dished in the middle. And then he's got a dual point measuring device,
Okay.
which puts feet on the outside.
Okay.
It came with
Three
one
points.
indicator,
Okay.
and then we added the second indicator, Mitsutoya one,
Yeah.
to let us measure bow,
Okay.
things like that.
Interesting.
And it's been really helpful. So he's obviously trying to get it down to, I think half a thou is what he wants.
Intentional
Nowhere.
concave.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then ideally 0, but sometimes a little concave is good.
Okay.
But the more parts you run and where you put them and how they cut, and if there's burrs on the part to begin with, we'll start digging into the table.
Yeah. Right. Right. It's almost like you've got a pre-lap, precondition to get into the lap. Right.
Exactly.
Interesting.
But then they come out, and then in here is the diamond cover.
Ah, very cool.
So it automatically sprays.
It's a Venturi system, or yeah, it pulls in through the
It's air pressure.
Got it.
And then this is the sprayer timer.
Oh
Doing
wow.
nothing right now, but
Okay.
it'll spray like 2 seconds every 30 seconds. You can
Diamond
tune
mix.
that. Yep.
Oh, interesting.
And then the diamond particles actually embed into the copper plate,
Mm-hmm.
so they stick up like little fingernails, and then the part goes across and scratches, and it removes material. And then there's a drain in the back that goes to a bucket hanging on the back
Got
that
it.
all the waste just goes.
Right, but it's not closed loop. It's just one-way street.
Yes,
Yeah.
one-way
Right.
street. So then this is the same lubricant, but with no diamond in it. So they kind of go like this, and I literally have no idea how this works.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Grimsmo and I were in the car yesterday, and I'm joking or exaggerating a little bit with what I'm about to say, but I have no idea how we make our mod vices. Like that Jared runs that. Like that's the guys in the shop, and yes, I know, and I've seen the setup, but like not really. I've never made one.
Yeah, like
It's
you
okay.
wouldn't go tomorrow and just make one.
Right.
Like as production.
Absolutely not.
Like I did all the research for this machine. I set up the deal. I know everything about it intellectually,
Yes.
but I've never run it. I couldn't just go on and be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's
You know,
let's
it's
run a
weird.
couple extra.
Great. So I mean, update on the Fixture
Yes.
boards.
Okay.
We actually kind of just phased them out.
That's okay.
We just don't use them anymore.
Sure.
They work great, but I don't know. We have other stuff.
But outside observation, if you had 2 mil, 3 mil, 3 lays, maybe a couple more people, it would change that.
The way that he uses it, it works very well for him.
Sure.
And
7 or 8
like that.
machines,
Yeah.
3 or 4 guys. Maybe you end up with 2 shifts. Like, yeah. I think that may be, yeah.
Yeah, I think the point is communication throughout the shop needs to be easy and clear and
Right.
concise, right? Quickly walking around. We got heat oven right here. On the podcast, Saunders and I have been talking about this.
Yes.
Quenching.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Yep.
right? So I face down these fixtures.
Yep. Okay, so actually, can you fake pull one out and show?
Yeah, so I think the way they've got it going.
You don't even know.
I don't even know. I've never done heat treating.
Love it.
I've never sharpened a blade.
I love
I've
it.
never done lapping.
It's okay.
But that's okay. I do everything else. So.
But the idea is you pull up, obviously, a hot. Okay.
This is almost 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It's no joke. So Barry's the one that now does all the heat treat, and Angelo helps with some supplemental stuff. And then, so basically, he'd have his pliers, he'd go like this, and he can open it up, pull out a blade.
Okay. Oh, they're stacked up vertically.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you pull out a blade, close the oven so you don't lose all the heat, don't burn yourself.
Yep.
And then drop the blade here. And then currently Angela has
Second person
put it
lays on top, and then you just boom.
Yeah, ideally, like that gets mounted to the top of here.
So when you said you bought this, I thought you meant a bottle jack.
Oh.
Which I was like, why do you need that much pressure? That makes much more sense. Just an arbor press. I got it.
So
okay.
The blade goes here, the plate goes on top.
Yeah.
And then somebody goes like that.
Yeah, sure.
In the very near future, we'll have this be a one-person job.
Yeah.
This is just, we're experimenting with this method. And then once they're pulled to the touch, the foil bag comes off, like that.
Oh, cool. Yeah, those are waste.
Yeah, you can see the blade outline right there. And then we cut the foil bag off, and then they go in our
Tempering
highly modified toaster oven.
to temper.
Yep, to temper. So we hack the PID control on it.
That's
And
hilarious.
it does a fairly good job. We insulated the outside, we put foil here.
Oh my god,
insulated.
I love it. I love it. It's like behind me is a state-of-the-art Rolls-Royce lapping machine, and here we've got a Black & Decker toaster oven. Rock on.
And then we got the microfinish tumbler right here.
Which we're just having a normal conversation right next to.
Right.
Crazy.
It's pretty quiet. Audio level wise.
Even this isn't bad, John.
That's not that
like
loud.
I'm not even trying to talk loud right now. Cool. Yep. Okay.
Feel the warmth?
Who knows in the comments below why there's a zip tie on this.
Yeah.
Post what your guess is. New shop entrance or extension.
So
How big is it?
500-600 square feet. This
Okay.
is 1,000.
So half 50% gain though, yeah.
Great.
Awesome. What?
I can't hear you. Today? Yeah, we saw it. We walked briefly over there today. Yeah.
New sink, John covered this. Like quality of life, man. Like it looks great, so much.
We waited far too long to spend $1,500 to have a guy come in and put in that sink and one upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
To see all the plumbing up here.
Yeah, right.
And then also more outlets throughout the shop as well. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Let's
head
go.
upstairs.
What's going on, Angela?
How's it going, John?
Good to meet you.
Yeah, fun to meet.
Cool.
Yeah, just setting up knives right now. We basically roller burnishing the D10, or not D10,
By hand.
yes. By hand.
Interesting.
Yeah, we've got some ideas to do it on the machine. So
Yeah,
we'll
you guys
see.
have a cogsdill.
Well, we use the cogsdill for roller burnishing inside here.
Okay.
And we barrel lap it after heat treat.
Barrel lap it.
Because
Okay.
after heat treat, you're going to get a bit of scale.
Sure.
So we barrel lap it after heat treat.
By hand.
By hand.
Okay.
Or with the drill.
Okay.
Just by hand. And then we use some bearings and we basically roll in the race.
Okay.
So we're essentially bulk burnishing in the race.
I'm sorry, what? How do you do that?
With bearings.
Okay.
Basically, we'll assemble the knife fully, tight, like really tight,
Ah.
and then flop it around really hard.
And are those the same bearings that ship to the customer? Or is
No.
that, okay, it's a separate.
Yep.
It's a setup set.
Yep.
I've got a setup set aside.
Yep.
With we have some sacrificial hardware that we use.
Yep.
So it takes
Very
the
cool.
use and then everything they
Sure.
get is new.
Very cool.
So this is now the next step after the mill.
Yes.
After the parts come off, they go to that box, and then they come up here. Angelo does the setup on them.
Yeah, we'll do some deburring.
Also, a mirror. You can literally see me in the reflection of that knife blade. Hello.
And then they'll all go up here. We keep track of the pin size numbers. So if there's any changes we want to make, or
Yep.
if something gets a bit of slop in the future, we know the size on hand.
So you then move that information into an Excel file or something.
Yeah.
You don't need to keep blue tape or
No.
painter's tape around.
But that way the data's there, and if once Eric's doing his final assembly, if he's making any changes, he'll mark them on here.
Okay.
So this pin goes essentially over there.
It's like a runner.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's like our traveler.
Yeah, traveler. Sorry. Yeah.
That's all the info we need for now. Yeah.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. It'll get a bit better, and we'll keep track of things more. But
Then here we've got our small parts inventory, or lathe parts.
So I actually have an idea that I haven't proposed to John yet, which is we're going to do a separate video saying the drawers of Grimsmo, and let's just go through some toolbox drawers.
That's a good idea.
Okay, cool.
Let's do that. Yeah.
we're slowly getting them more organized. Yeah. Yeah. So we've got a ACA 60 Norseman rivets right there.
Yep.
It's kind of a minimum. If you crack into this, somebody's got to tell me to make more parts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Then those are lathe parts as well. Oh yeah.
This is
all
the
the
lathe
stop
part,
pins.
stop storage, basically.
Cool.
These are cool.
Oh, look at this! It's that 3M bristle.
This is the 3M bristle brush, the big one that Seth was talking about.
Holy cow! Well, no, I use the ones like you have on your Kaizen foam, the little
tiny
thing.
ones. So they have big ones too. Seem to work pretty good.
Okay. Don't run it backward.
These RB buffer units have built-in fan filtration as it turns on. So if you turn it on, light comes
So
on,
nice.
dust suction. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we kind of splurged. We got 2 of these.
Yep.
As well as the old.
Yeah, wall-mounted one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Which they still seem to use a lot anyway.
Yeah.
And then, so here's blades that have been heat treated, serialized.
Okay.
And now Eric's going to go through and he's going to polish the edges
Okay.
and various surfaces there, that need to be done, and then they get lapped. So
And they haven't even been machined yet.
they've been fully machined except for the bevels.
The bevel. I didn't realize the bevel happened later.
Yeah. So
I
then they
guess
get
know
lapped
that.
after Eric does the thing, and then they go back to the mill, and then the bevels get machined,
Okay.
and then they go to Angelo.
So hard milled.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's this stage of what to do first, and then next, and then
Yeah.
next, and we're always kind of like reshuffling and reorganizing
Right.
what happens when, which is great.
Yeah.
It's nice to have the power to do that. And as far as the workflow, like sometimes I think, how long does it take for a knife to go through the shop?
Right.
3 days.
Have you seen? It's not obviously being in a small shop. It's different. But have you seen or heard of a spaghetti map?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
So for those who don't know, spaghetti map is like the part starts here on the shelf, and then it goes here, and then it goes here, and then it goes here, and then it goes
Right.
here,
No.
here. Yeah.
Here.
So I mean, a perfect shop layout would flow the part right through.
Right.
But yeah, I've always wanted to kind of draw the spaghetti map.
Yeah.
But every part would be different.
Cool.
So yeah. And the 2 grinders we have over here. Eric does all of his sharpening on this guy. He uses these 1-inch wide belts.
Okay.
So he'll take a 2-inch belt and he'll slice it in half, tear it apart,
Interesting.
and then he'll go in and he'll sharpen like that.
Yeah. That's how you sharpen, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. And then this is the newer grinder, right?
This is the newer Travis Schwartz grinder. Very happy with it. It's modular and adjustable, and has all these cool attachments at the bottom.
Yeah.
So,
Very
again,
cool.
I don't know how these work.
Yeah. That's awesome. Cool. All right, folks. That was the tour, man.
Yeah, that was
it's
a
great
quick,
to be here, man. Like,
yeah.
this is awesome, and it's very cool. So, cool.
I'm sure we'll do more. Well, we're going to film some too. So
Yeah, awesome. Cool. Take care, folks. See you soon.